Hi, I'm Andy Parkin, Managing Director of the multi-award-winning SpeedsCreed. Thank you very much for your question, Lucy. And that question is 80mm too thick for a liquid screed? And I think the simple answer is no, it isn't. The liquid screeds, both the anhydrite and the cementitious versions of the screed, are quite capable of going to 80mm, and that shouldn't be a problem. I think there are performance issues relating to using a screed at 80mm. And that could be any screed, really, not necessarily a liquid screed. But the reasons I would, if it's not too late, the reasons I would possibly reconsider are as follows. That, say you've got underfloor heating within the system. So if you're heating 80mm as opposed to 50mm, performance-wise, it's going to take longer to get to that temperature, to the desired temperature, because you're heating obviously a thicker screed. So that'd be one thing, performance-wise. Now there could be most underfloor heating systems are heating, cooling, so it's going to take longer to heat, longer to cool as well. So most people are looking for a degree of controllability. There are instances when you may want to use a thicker screed because you're wanting it to be, some thermal mass to store heat. And you're going to run the system pretty much all day, and you're going to maintain a minimum temperature and then just vary the temperature slightly. So there may be some reasons that you might want to go really thick with the screed, but generally most people are heating and cooling throughout the day with the system. So if that's the case, I would say 50mm nominal is pretty much the ideal for a liquid screed. In terms of performance for the floor, I would say, can you actually put a little bit more insulation in? So say put 25mm of insulation in, take away 25mm of liquid screed, and so you've got more insulation in there. So that's giving you greater thermal loss resistance, so it's increasing the U value that you've got, or decreasing the U value, but increasing the performance of the building because you've got more insulation in there. The screed happily sits at 55mm on top of the insulation, so that's absolutely fine. You could even go thinner if maybe if you don't have underfloor heating in. There are some nice liquid screeds that can go even thinner than that. So you may want to go a little bit thinner as well. But you could replace them. Now, it's not really going to cost you anything more because what you spend in insulation, you save on screed. And there's pretty much not that much difference between the two. But what you're going to save is you're going to save in the long term. So the longevity of the product is going to give you cost savings going forward because your building is performing better. So I would say that would be a reason. If it's not too late, if you haven't already installed your insulation, your membranes, etc., and you're ready to go and you're ready to pour the screed. One other factor might be that it'll affect drying times. So generally, the thicker the screed is, the longer it will take to dry before you're able to put your floor coverings on. So even with the fast drying versions of the product, it still takes a little bit longer because of the thickness. So that could be another reason why you just don't want to go thick, because you're having to dry a thicker screed. So maybe if your program's tight, again, put the insulation in. Performance-wise, there is no issue doing that. You've got the strength within the screed. It's able to resist the flex that you have with insulation. So there's no issues with performance there. So I hope that helps. I'm sure you've probably got further questions, and we'd be delighted to assist with that. Okay, thank you.